Okay, so in this video we learn how to write the JavaScript document, how to run the JavaScript document, and what are different data types and variables in JavaScript and the different keywords of JavaScript. So now in this slide we'll study how to write exactly a JavaScript document. So JavaScript document can be written within the HTML document or it can be stored as an external file. So in our case, we'll embed the JavaScript code within the HTML document only, and we'll save the JavaScript document same as HTML document with .html extension. And we are going to write a JavaScript code inside a Notepad or WordPad. That is the text editor, and the output we are going to open it in the browser. Okay, so let us see the first Java code. That is, if you want to display certain message on your browser, any kind of message on your browser, how are we going to write the code? So let us see this. The structure is same as that of HTML document. Only one tag, that is script tag, is added over here, and inside the script tag we are going to write our main JavaScript code. So let us see step by step. So first tag is a doc type HTML. It specifies the document that the document type of your file is HTML file. This is not the compulsory tag to be written, it's an optional tag. So next one is HTML. After that is a head tag. Inside the head tag you are going to write the heading of your document. So inside head tag is a title tag, and that title is my first JavaScript. Then close the title tag, then close the head tag, then open the body tag, and inside the body tag you are going to open script tag. So there's one attribute of script tag, that is type attribute. Its value is text/JavaScript. Okay. So it's not compulsory to write the attribute. You can simply write the script tag. Okay. Then one comment is given, that is, this is the first JavaScript document. Okay, then using document.write method we are displaying the text on the screen. So document.write, so here document is the object and write is the method used, and inside the circular brackets, inside double quotes, whatever message we want we can write it over there. So here the message to be printed is welcome to first page of JavaScript. Then close your double quotes, close your circular bracket and give a semicolon. Okay. So using document.write method we are displaying the text on the screen. After that, after your JavaScript code is done, then close the script tag, close your center tag, close body tag, and close HTML tag. So this is how you write your JavaScript code, same as the structure of HTML. Just inside the body tag you write a script tag and your main JavaScript code inside the script tag. Okay, now after writing the code you are going to save the file. How are you going to save the file? Go to file menu, click on save as, and you can save it wherever you want, and you can give any name to your file. For example, we will give the file name as test. So test, you are going to save it with name test.html. .html is the extension that is to be given to the file. So test.html, you will save it. Okay. Now next let us see how to actually run the JavaScript document, that is how to see the output of a JavaScript document in the next slide. So now in this slide you will study how to run a JavaScript document. Okay, if you now already you have created a HTML file, just go to that HTML file, right click and open it with any kind of browser you want. For example, here I have opened it in Internet Explorer. So just right click on it and open with Internet Explorer, and in that you will get the output. So your output of our code is welcome to first page of JavaScript. That is whatever text we had written in document.write method, we will get it over here. So you can use any browser, it can be Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, etc. anyone. Okay, so this is how you open your output. Now we'll move on to the next slide. If you have any doubts of how to open the output, we'll discuss it in the online session live. Okay. So now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, in this slide we'll discuss what are comments in JavaScript. Okay, so comments are basically the line in a script that is not to be displayed, that is just for the user understanding. That is, for example, we have written certain code and in the comment we can give the meaning of that code just for user understanding. It is not displayed in the output. Okay, so we can give comments in two types, that is a single line comment and a multiple line comment. Okay, single line comment means only one single, if you want to write a comment in a single line, you are using double slash symbol. Okay, so see the code below. This is example of a single line comment code. So I have started from the script tag. First you have to write the HTML tag, then the head tag, inside head tag title tag, then close the head tag, open body tag, inside body tag you are going to write the script tag. After that you can see a red line with where it is written double slash. This is a single line JavaScript comment. So this is actually your single line comment and it will not be displayed in the output. Next sentence is document.write. I have comments in my JavaScript. Then close the double quotes, close the circular bracket and give semicolon. Okay. Then again you can see next in red, that is double slash document.write. You can't see this. So this line we have commented, so it will not be displayed in the output. Then close the script tag. So now you can see down the output. The output is I have comments in my JavaScript code. So whatever we have written in document.write method, it is displayed over here. And the part we have commented is not displayed in the output. Okay, so this is how we write a single line comment. Now next, on the next slide, we'll move on to multiple line comment. So the symbol for multiple line comment, if you want to write any comment, starting of the comment you have to start it with slash and a star, and while ending the comment you have to end it with star and slash symbol. Okay, so see the below code. First we have opened the HTML tag, then we have opened the body tag, then open the script tag. Then from here we want to start a comment. So just put a slash and a star. Then write whatever comment you want. Here the comment is, it is multi-line comment, it will not be displayed. Then once our comment is over, you have to write again star and slash symbol. Okay, then the actual code, that is document.write in bracket double quotes example of JavaScript multi-line comment. Then close your double quotes, close the circular bracket and give semicolon. Then close the script tag, close the body tag and close the HTML tag. So whatever code you have written in whatever sentence you have written in document.write method, it will be displayed on your screen. Okay, so on right hand side is the output of your code. So we have got example of JavaScript multi-line comment, and whatever sentence you have written in the comment is not displayed in the output. Okay, I hope the comment part is clear to you all. Now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, next slide consists of values in JavaScript. Values are nothing but the data types in the JavaScript. So basically there are 6 types of data types, that are number, string, boolean, null, object and function. These are 6 types of data types in JavaScript. So let us discuss it one by one. Okay. First of all, we'll discuss how to declare a variable in JavaScript. In order to declare a variable in JavaScript, var keyword is used, var, then your variable name is equal to your value. Okay. So let's start with number. What is exactly a number? Number is basically a numeric value. It can be a float or it can be integer. Float means with a number with a decimal point, and integer means number without a decimal point. Given below are example. Let's see the example. Example, var x1 is equal to 34.00. So here we have declared a variable x1 whose value is 34.00. So it is basically a numeric float value, that is with decimal. So next variable is x2. So how we have declared it? Var keyword, then your variable name is x2 is equal to your value is just 34. Okay, so it is an integer value without decimal. Okay, so next data type is string. What is basically a string? String is a collection of characters. It can be written within a single quote or within a double quote. String is what? Just a collection of characters. So example is given below. Example, again the variable name var, then then your variable name is equal to whatever string you want to write. You can either give it in single quote or give it in double quotes. So here it is in double quotes, it's all right. Okay. So next is boolean. So boolean data type can have two values that can be true or false or 0 or 1. These values can be compared with variables or can be used as an assignment for the statement. Let's see the given example below. So total there are 3 variables. Variable x value is 5, variable y value is declared as 5 and variable z is 6. So if we write x is equal to y. So x value is 5 as well as y is 5. So it will return boolean value true. Then if we write x is equal to z, that is value of variable x is 5 and y is z is 6, that is they are not equal. So this boolean value will return false. Okay, so now next let's move on to the next slide. Next is a null data type. Null means no value. The null value can be assigned by using reserved word null, and if we try to access the null value of a variable, then it will give us the runtime error. Okay. So next one is object. Object basically defines an entity and it represents certain value. So in case of JavaScript, document, window, then fields, buttons of form, this can be objects. Given below are example of object data type. So let's see first one. Example, var variable name is what? Person. Person is the object over here and it has values. So it is first name. So first name is an attribute and its value is John. Next is the last name, its value is Doe. Then is the age is value is 50. Eye color value is blue. Okay, so here the person is the object. Okay, next is function. Function is basically a block of code that is a code written in a block, so it can be executed multiple times and there is no need to write that block of code again and again. Using function you can just call it again and again. So it is basically intended for execution of some task. So there are two types of function, predefined function or user defined function. Predefined function are the functions that are already defined. For example, the alert function. Alert function is basically used to display a alert message on a screen and it is already predefined by the browser. There is no need to define that function. Next is a user defined function. User defined function is the function which is defined by the user itself. So it is returned with the help of keyword function, then your function name and whatever statements you want to write, you can give inside the function. Okay, we will study function in detail in the next chapters coming. Okay, so basically there are 6 data types: number, string, boolean, null, object and function. I hope these all are clear to you all. Let's move on to the next slide. Next slide is variables in JavaScript. Okay, so we'll see in this slide how to declare a variable. Okay, and data types of the variable has a value and data types of variable we have already discussed them. Okay. So now let's see the example over here. First is the HTML tag, then is the body tag. Then in h2 tag we have written JavaScript variables. Then open the script tag. Inside script tag we have declared total 3 variables. First is variable x, its value is 5, that is an integer value. Variable y, its value is 6. Then variable z, that is var z is equal to x plus y. So document.write, the value of z is plus z. So whatever content we want to display, we will write it in double quotes, that is the value of z is, then close the double quotes, and here we want the actual value of z. So we will write what? Plus z in order to display the value of z. So then close the script tag, close body tag, close HTML tag. Now see the output you will get, the value of z is 11. Okay. So this is how we declare the variable. Variable can be declared using var keyword, then the variable name is equal to the value. In case of JavaScript, there is no need to declare the data type of the value. The data type is already assumed when you give the value to that variable. Depending on the value, it decides the data type. Okay, next let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so these are general rules for naming your variables. How do you give the name to your variable? These are rules for that. So first rule is name can contain letter, digits, underscore and dollar sign. Then next is they must always begin with a letter. You cannot write the first letter as a number or something else. It must be a letter. Then name can also begin with dollar and underscore. Then names are case sensitive, that is case sensitive means capital and small are different. Then reserved words like Java keywords cannot be used as a names for variables. Okay, so these are the basic rules for naming the variables. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so this is what in this slide we will discuss what are the keywords or identifiers associated with JavaScript. Keywords are the reserved words which have certain meaning and they cannot be used as a function name or a variable name in JavaScript or a class name in a JavaScript. So these are the table below shows different keywords in JavaScript. So like break, export, return, abstract, implements, protected. So these are all what keywords in JavaScript. You cannot use them for variable declaration as a name of a variable or name of a method or class name. Okay.